Every once in a while, the planets align and everything just sort of falls into place in the most perfect, delicious manner. Such was the case when I discovered that they decided to follow up the melodramatic two-part special about Mitch's paralysis with an episode wherein he kickboxes. Never have I seen such a dazzlingly tone-deaf juxtaposition of ideas. That's a bit like having an episode where Mitch discovers he has diabetes, and then the next week he immediately enters a pie-eating contest. So, I don't know, kickboxing was something eyebrows always did. Sure, why not? Now to get my revenge for being arrested in Princess of Tides! Okay, so he's playing a different character this time. Michael, who was a former Navy SEAL buddy of Mitch's who holds a grudge against him for getting him kicked out of the service. Michael here is played by Lauren Avedon, a seasoned martial artist, probably best known for the No Retreat, No Surrender sequels and King of the Kickboxers. You're gonna see quite a handful of martial artists in this episode. For another example, the ref is Gene LaBelle, world champion in wrestling and in judo, who's known as the godfather of grappling. Clearly, he is best known as the guy on Baywatch who said, Anyway, back to the air quotes plot. Oh, my paralysis kicked in again! Summer has drastically changed her personal style for just one episode. I can only assume she was listening to a lot of grunge at the time. She has become intrigued by Eyebrows' kickboxing rival, bad boy Steve Thorne and professional Vanilla Ice wannabe. I don't know, I'm feeling very trivia heavy this episode, but IMDb hilariously miscredits the role as being played by Scott Thorson, former lover of Liberace who had Matt Damon play him in the adaptation of his memoir Behind the Candelabra. In reality, this is a different Scott Thorson, who was cast in a sole acting role after becoming the amateur California state kickboxing champion. He led a very troubled personal life, but apparently nowadays he's turned his life around and become a preacher. Good for you, dude. A hearty pat on the back. Now I'm gonna make fun of your stupid adult overalls.
I don't think that kickboxing is a sport or an art. I think it's barbaric. Yeah, well then why do you do it?
Because it's also my way out.
Of what?
Where I've been, where I am.
My undetermined boyfriend and I are on a break ever since he became stock footage. Want to go out?
Dating women who hate my passion is my way out of where I've been, where I am.
Is that a yes?
Saying yes is my way out of where I've been, where I am.
So...
Where I've been, where I am. Meanwhile, CJ met a French photographer who wants her to model for him.
A photographer asked me to pose for him on the beach once.
Really?
Said it was for his college thesis. I ended up on the cover of a calendar with naked women in life vests. The county wasn't too pleased.
Mitch, you literally just stole one of Shawnee's plots and pretended it was your own.
Well, Alain Berger is legitimate. I checked him out.
So what is the problem?
Oh, I'm offended by this stereotyping. Thanks, Nike. Is that Anthony Guerrera from the movie Species? Winner of the MTV Movie Awards Best Kiss as presented by the band Kiss? What the hell even were the 90s? But how can he transform the hideous, slovenly Pamela Anderson into a stunningly gorgeous swimsuit model? Via the power of montage, of course. I just don't get this shoot. I'm not sure on the, theme? What is happening here? Couch, wagon wheel, carousel, British footguard mannequin, paired with the American flag swimsuit? Set up by the French photographer? Am I missing something? What kind of multicultural mess? Meanwhile, Steve explains to Summer that he has to win this tournament so he can go pro. This is so different from her other boyfriend Slade, who wants to win tournament so he can go pro and lives in his car and has an abusive dad and blonde hair and questionable acting abilities.
What?
I must break you. You're gonna witness some subtle acting here by Lauren Avedon. Watch the master at work. Steve is disqualified for using an illegal move and recruited by the king of nuance himself for an underground kickboxing competition. Ugh, what was I thinking with that one? Remember, CJ totally checked out this guy. He's got no ulterior motives, which is why he coaches her by taking her over to the fireplace, telling her to get on her knees, and then to kiss him.
Just pretend like my mouth is the lens of the camera.
Pretend his mouth is the lens of the camera? Okay, that's not modeling, dude. You're asking for her dental photos.
And you will open up to me as never before to any other man. Not even yourself.
What are you doing badly fake crying over here? You want a soda, champ?
I think I got the cover girl job.
So, can I have the soda?
Steve, let me come to this underground kickboxing match with you.
Only if you completely change your hairstyle by the time we get there.
Deal.
I don't really want to fight you either. So maybe there's a way we can all work together. Find me another opponent.
Seems like an overly contrived workaround I've come up with, but oh well, acting! So via Summer being held hostage for about the 6,000th time this season, Michael calls up Mitch and challenges him to a kickboxing match to the death. Holy Toledo! You saw it here, folks. Lauren Avedon versus David Hasselhoff. Iffy stunt double. The crowd of three goes mild. That was me. I totally did that. I can't believe how totally him that was. That is the face of a man who knows he's gonna get mitched.
Are you guys okay?
We've had better days.
Yeah, I'll see.
You know, I don't think this kidnapper's heart is really in it. So, worth a mild chuckle, but I think we can amp up the ridiculousness of this. Can't we have an unnecessarily over-the-top kung fu fight involving kitchen equipment? Oh my god, what kind of stove is that? That burner shot up like 3 feet in the air! I'm dying. Dying! This is the best fight scene ever! This episode is a mixture of two of my favorite things, Baywatch and stupid martial arts flicks, so I can give it nothing less than 6 thumbs up.
Well, I guess that's what they mean by dead weight.
I killed him. Meanwhile, in the plot you forgot about, CJ has to decide if she'll stay a lifeguard or travel the world as a model. Her decision is made for her when, in the only instance of this happening in 11 seasons, she is accidentally clawed in the face by a drowning victim. Ew, this is no good. Now you are hideous, Pamela Anderson.
Lifeguarding is about more than beauty, which is why this never happens again and we always have waterproof makeup on.
That's right, CJ, you tell him.
Ew, get off the show, Uggo! Next time on Baywatch,
Kay exists again. Meanwhile, an Australian but incompetent new lifeguard attempts to kill Mitch. Crikey!